back, ladies and gentlemen. This time, we're looking at scary animated stories again because the other one got copyrighted. I don't do good with scary stories whatsoever, but I'm willing to give this a try. It's currently 2 a.m.
I'm a young teenage girl.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's currently 2 a.m. I'm all alone. I don't know why I do this. Let's do it.
Oh, and this happened recently.
Sorry, big thing. Shout out to Wancy Entertainment. Go subscribe to them. I'm just reacting to the video. This is not my video under any means. Without further ado, let's get this going.
Still remember the image in my head, playing over and over again. I live in an apartment complex on the 3rd floor. I don't usually get visitors, and when I do, it's just my aunties and cousins coming over.
Okay, fair enough.
On this particular day, I was lying on my bed, watching YouTube as usual. I don't have a phone anymore since it gave me a lot of trouble, and then stopped working permanently. Anyway.
He was definitely on them websites he shouldn't have been on. He was definitely on that. You know, I don't want to get into specifics here, but he was probably on some websites that he needed to get it to specific age. He was watching porn.
After watching YouTube, I got up to greet my stepdad as he came home from work. After greeting him, I went back to my room where my brothers were on their bunk bed.
Okay.
I shared a room with them, so I never had privacy of my own. As I was looking around, my brother...
So how do you watch porn then? Okay, I'm sorry.
...suddenly said he heard knocking on the door. It was dark out, and I didn't believe him at first. Since I hadn't heard it, I shrugged it off. But then, I heard the knock. My brother got up, but I told him to sit back down on the bed. I'm the oldest, and I didn't want my younger brothers opening doors for strangers. I walked up to the door. There was a chair right next to it. For some reason, I didn't want the person knocking to know anyone was home. So I didn't move the chair in front of the door to look through the peephole. Instead, I climbed onto the chair, leaning close, almost falling as I tilted my body to look. And that's when the fear hit me. I won't forget what I saw through the peephole. It was a masked man wearing a blue raincoat, almost...
Okay. Now, the average YouTube reactions always say, "Oh, I would have done this, I would have done that." Let's be honest, everybody. Let's be honest. If a man in a mask with a gun and a blue jacket approached my premises, I'm getting touched inappropriately, whether I like it or not, because this is mundane. This is literally gonna be in my nightmares. I can't lie. I can't do. What can you do? Okay, I'm sorry.
Like some kind of government worker. He was standing slightly slanted to the side, but what terrified me most was the gun. He held it right up to the peephole, almost as if he wanted whoever was looking to see it. Heart racing, I slowly stepped down from the chair. I slipped off my slides so they wouldn't make a sound. I turned to my brothers and gestured with my hand, shaping a gun, warning them to be silent. I quickly shut off all the lights and ran into my stepdad's room to tell him what I had just seen. What made it worse was that right before...
What is the stepdad gonna do? Seriously, what can he do at that point?
Where the man came, the electricity went out, and the internet too. That made it feel even scarier. My brothers ended up coming into my stepdad's room as well. We used the flashlight on his phone, since the ceiling light in his room...
Can we just talk about how, I know, I'm sorry I'm pausing the video, y'all, but, can we talk about how, genuinely, if this is a real story or not, the internet's out, there's a man with a gun at the door, I am grabbing the closest thing that I can, whether that be a knife, a gun, if per se was in the thing, if in my vicinity, or a fucking chair, bro. First things first, I'm barricading the door. finding the closest exit near me if needed, and finding the close like weapon. Those are the three major things I had. Not with this huddling up, this bullocks they're doing right there. Hell no, I'm not doing all that.
Didn't work. The knocking continued. My stepdad wanted to check the peephole himself, but I wouldn't let him. I was too scared that even the slightest sound would give us away.
Smart, man.
We stayed in the room for over an hour. Eventually, it seemed like the man had left, because we heard a little boy and his parents walking into their apartment on our floor. We could also hear kids playing downstairs on the first floor. That was when I finally called my mom
Those are great
and asked
animations.
if we could go to my aunt's house without telling her what had happened. We left in a hurry. I never saw that man again, but the thought still terrifies me. What if I had let my brother open the door?
That's crazy. You would have been God. That's scary.
I'm currently 28 years old, but this story happened when I was just 7, and I
Hey,
still remember it to this day. I used to go to a local park with some friends. We had been going there for almost 2 years, but over the last 5 months we noticed something strange. Every single day there was a short, fat, creepy old guy sit on a nearby bench.
Was that necessary? He threw it every name under the. Wait, I gotta go back.
You fat, stinking, and you ugly. Okay. You fat, you stink, and you ugly, and you broke, monkey.
Parents or guardians,
Shot.
since the park was close to our house and our parents trusted us. This was back in 2003, and we were so young we didn't have phones to call for help. About 2 weeks after we started to feel uncomfortable with him watching us,
Okay,
he
maybe it was
finally
deserved.
came over. It was just me and my 3 friends in the park that day. He walked up and asked us if we wanted to go to his house to play video games and check out his new dog. Since we were kids, we were foolish, and we agreed. It sounded fun, and for a
You said
moment
yes.
we thought maybe he was just a...
No matter what generation I was born in, whether that be born in the 70s, 80s, 60s, 50s, 40s, 20s, 2000s, 2020s, I would never ever let a stranger come up to me like, I got a new PlayStation, I got this, I got a new dog. Good for you, but like fucking keep that shit to yourself. The fuck? Like I don't want nothing to do with you. Like I don't even know, like kids are stupid sometimes, man. Like dead ass, like even me as a kid, like even if the mailman knocked on the door, I wouldn't even open that shit, bro. So why the fuck would I go to a stranger's house anyways?
kind guy after all, but
Fucking
we
goober.
were very wrong. He said his house was about a 20-minute walk from the park, so the 4 of us walked with him. About 10 minutes into the walk,
1, 2, 3, 4 dumbasses, like 20 minutes. The fuck, like bro, what could like I would even walk 20 minutes to the nearest food location. Why the fuck? Okay, that was a lie. I'm fat. You know me. I'm gonna walk regardless. Anyways. Like, come on, bro. Like, y'all shot, man. You guys really gotta do better. I know they're just kids, but kids gotta know too. You never go to a stranger's house. I'm sorry.
a cop car drove by and started to slow down. The passenger cop leaned out the window, staring at us. The man told us to walk faster, saying that way we'd get more time to play games and to see his dog before having to leave. So we picked up the pace. But then, the cop car suddenly made a U-turn, and a loud voice shouted,
You there! Freeze! Put your hands on your head! You're under arrest!
We froze, confused and scared. The man bolted, but because of his age and size, he didn't get far. One cop tackled him to the ground and cuffed him, while the other officer asked us if we were okay and what had happened. We told him everything. He nodded and said it was very lucky they drove by when they did.
That is true.
Another cop car was called to drive us home, while the first car took the man to the
That's
station.
crazy.
The police explained everything to our parents, and from that day forward, we were banned from going to that park.
Yes, bro, because
At
these
the
kids are
time-
excuse me, I'm sorry. Excuse me, by my language, I'm sorry. Those kids are shot because, like, if you're, like, slow enough to do that, like, imagine if, like, God forbid, man goes, yo, by the way, if you guys help me move something for $50 a piece, Like, you know, like those kids are like, nah, they're definitely bad. I'll give my kid the old. But Dad, he had games. Fuck Ed. But he had video games to talk. Fucking, I'll give you belt to ass instead. How about that?
My parents thought I was too young to understand the details, but when I turned 13, they finally told me the truth. That man was a known sexual offender.
That's crazy.
He called what he did his hunting, and he did it at local parks. That revelation terrified me. I started thinking about what could have happened to me and my 3 friends if that cop car hadn't driven by and
Thank
stopped
God.
him. And honestly, I don't even want the answer, because I already know what it would have been. The police didn't share many details about his punishment, but my dad told me that one officer said the man would get at least 15 years in prison for his other crimes.
Thank God, man. People like that need to be behind bars. And
My name is Dhruv Prajapati, and I'm from India. I'll tell you about an experience I had on Dumas Beach that still chills me to the bone. Dumas Beach in Surat has always been a place wrapped in mystery and dark rumors. People say it's haunted, and over the years, countless stories have circulated about strange sounds, vanishing shadows, and eerie figures that wander the sands at night.
I don't fuck with that shit, bro.
As curious as I am, I never really believed in any of it until one night changed everything. It was a rare weekend night, and some friends and I decided to hang out on Dumas Beach after sunset. We'd heard the rumors, the tales of restless spirits, unexplained.
This is why, fucking, like, again, I don't understand it. And don't think, these stories may be fake, yes, there's a high possibility. But there's real life cases of people doing that shit. Oh, let's go to the place that Annabelle's created. Let's go. Fucking idiots, man. And this again, I'm just gonna go on a rant about The Ring. The Ring. I don't know if you guys ever heard about the movie The Ring, seen it, done it, had sex with it, doesn't matter. If someone handed you a tape and said, hey, don't watch this or you'll die, I'm gonna be in Uganda by the next second. I don't want no problemos. I will self-deport myself to Antarctica, live with Eskimos, then even touch that tape, let alone watch it in my house. So I don't understand why people are so retarded. If someone tells you not to do something, if someone tells me, hey, don't do this because this will lead to this, I'm taking that with a grain of salt. But no, because you're my 2 friends, right? They're talking about going to a haunted beach in fucking India. That's a great idea.
Disappearances and how people seem to disappear into the mist along the shore. But we just laughed it off, convinced it was nothing but local folklore meant to keep people away after dark. As we walked along the beach, the only sounds were the waves crashing and our voices echoing strangely in the emptiness. Then, without warning, an icy gust of wind swept across the beach. It cut right through us, and we all felt the sudden chill. One of my friends even joked,
maybe it's one of the ghosts.
But the laughter faded when we heard it, a whisper, faint and breathless, like someone was speaking just behind us. We stopped, our senses on high alert, and looked around. There was no one. The beach was empty. I brushed it off, figuring it was just the wind, but something felt wrong.
I just want to get a zoom in on this. Look at these 3 guys. They decided to go out in the middle of the night to a predominantly haunted beach. And now that they're at the beach where the spirits supposedly live, and now they have one contact them. Like, shut up. Fucking idiots.
I remember hearing that the beach was once a Hindu burial ground, and that maybe, just maybe, the souls of those buried here hadn't yet found peace. As we walked further, my flashlight started flickering, and a thick, eerie mist began to roll in. It was denser than anything I'd ever seen. Just then, one of my friends gasped and pointed at the ground.
Sorry.
There, right in front of us, were footprints, appearing in the sand as though someone invisible was walking straight toward us. Our nerves got the better of us, and one of my friends whispered,
Let's get out of here.
I didn't need to be told twice, but something, maybe my curiosity or something else, held me back for just a moment longer. I looked down at the footprints moving close.
There's a killer! Move! Oh my god, man.
Step by step, almost as if they had intent. And then, for just a brief second, I saw it, a shadow-like figure, its hollow eyes staring directly at me. The look in its eyes wasn't anger, it was something else, a mix of sorrow and warning. Heart racing, I stumbled back, and my friends and I broke into a run. As we sprinted back, I could hear faint whispers following us, growing louder, and footsteps closing in behind us. When we finally reached the entrance to the beach, where the glow of the streetlights met us, we dared to turn around. The mist had already thinned, and the beach looked silent, almost peaceful, as if nothing had ever happened. To this day, I have never gone back.
Fuck! Fuck, don't fucking do that. God, I fucking hate jump scares, man. But yeah, guys, so there we have it. That was 3 Creepy True Horror Stories animated. I want to give a quick shout out to Wenzy Entertainment. And stay safe. Don't travel with strangers. Don't follow strangers that you don't trust. And like and subscribe. Peace.